Looking now at the pancreas, this lies posterior to the stomach, so behind the stomach, and from the duodenum towards the spleen. It's bound to the posterior wall of the abdominal cavity, and it's wrapped in thin connective tissue capsule. So remember, this is a retroperitoneal organ. So here we've got a picture of it. You can see here how it's wrapped around the duodenum, or the duodenum actually wraps around it. You can see the pale green tube that's coming towards. So you've got this pale green tube here and this tiny little hole in the duodenum, which is this hole here. And this is where the exocrine secretions from the pancreas enter the duodenum. So the pancreas has lobules, which are separated by connective tissue partitions. It contains blood vessels and tributaries of pancreatic ducts. And each lobule has ducts branching repeatedly, and they end in blind pockets called pancreatic acini. So here we have got a diagram of what it would be microscopically. So you've got up the top the pancreatic duct, the connective tissue, the exocrine glands and the pancreatic acini, and the endocrine glands and the pancreatic islets, or what you'll remember probably from your knowledge, the islets of Langerhans. So the pancreas has two main functions. It has an exocrine, so it secretes directly into the digestive system, and it has an endocrine, where hormones, which travel only in the blood, are moved, secreted from the pancreas into the bloodstream. And one important hormone, of course, is insulin, which helps glucose to move through the cell membrane into the cells. So here we've got, so the endocrine cells of the pancreatic islets secrete insulin and glucagon into the bloodstream, and the exocrine cells, the acini cells and the epithelial cells of the ductal system secrete pancreatic juice. If we look at the physiology of the pancreas, it has the ability to secrete about 1 litre of pancreatic juice per day. It's controlled by hormones from the duodenum, and it contains pancreatic enzymes. The pancreatic enzymes are pancreatic alpha amylase, pancreatic lipase, nuclease, and proteolytic enzymes. So these are really important in the further digestion of food to help it to be absorbed from the small intestine. So just looking more closely at these enzymes, pancreatic alpha amylase is involved in the breakdown of carbohydrates, breaks down starches. It's similar to salivary amylase. Pancreatic lipase, if anything that starts with an LI, gives you a trigger to think it's something to do with lipids and fats, breaks down complex lipids, and it releases products, e.g. fatty acids, that are more easily absorbed. So it breaks them down so that the body can use them. Nuclease breaks down nucleic acid. Proteolytic enzymes break down proteins apart. So you've got protease, which breaks down large protein complexes, and peptidase, which breaks down small peptides into amino acids. 70% of all pancreatic enzyme production is secreted as an inactive proenzyme, and it's only activated after reaching the small intestine. So it doesn't start digesting the tubes that it's traveling down.